Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Sonic Unleashed. Today is going to be a stark contrast to last time, where we had to take quite a lot of time to get to our level and then spend even longer in said level. But even though there are some Eggman springs nastily blocking my way, this is all I have to do to get to Act 3 of Rooftop Run, which I'm going to go in there, and as I might have hinted at just now, it's not going to be that big of a problem. What is a problem, however, is that the game doesn't actually tell you what you need to do. Constantly I'm like, am I blind? Did I overlook something? Have I missed the mission statement? But no, it does just not tell you what you have to do. First of all, sacrifice real quick for the moon medal, but you can see the Chao counter to the top left. Like, I have to collect 10 Chao, which is nice and all, and it's fun that you have to do this. It's a different style of gameplay and I like it. It's a fun level, but it doesn't say that anywhere at the start of the level, which is really weird to me. Why doesn't it do that? Because if you do select the level from the mission select screen, then it does tell you, but it does not here. I checked again, I just didn't see it anywhere. It's just really weird. Anyway, I am fumbling a little bit here because I desperately tried to get that moon medal, but now I get it. Yep, wonderful. And also you might tell that I have not really played this. Like, I have played this level before. I think I even gave up because it just was like, where are all the Chao? I don't get it at all. I was just fumbling around similar to here, and I was like, oh, this jump is difficult, and why does the spring have spikes on it? Really annoying. So why do I keep waiting for these platforms? I don't get it. And I just failed all the time and just fell down like here, and then I gave up. As I said, the very first time I played this game. But actually, this level here has a very, very clear structure, which I figure out halfway through this attempt. So first of all, you can very easily do the first part extremely efficiently, so that's nice. And also, all of these side passages here house one Chao each, and then when you do them, the next part, the next fork in the road basically, this is still a little bit awkward by the way, is going to be progress to the next part of the level. So you always have this center route basically, like I'm doing here, then you have a side passage like this one, and in the side passage there's one Chao like this guy sleeping, and then you go back to the center route. It's very simple actually. And I didn't get this the first few times I played the level, but the structure is very clear in retrospect, so that's nice. And also the Chao have a gigantic hitbox for following you, so that's also quite nice. But here, for example, I didn't go up there to the right. This is a side passage, and I also didn't go here, which is a side passage. I just fell down to the bottom, which is progress. It's not entirely clear what progress is and what not, but yeah, whatever. By the way, you can stand on enemies for a second at least, so that was just what happened. A bit weird as well. I was tempted to boost to the right, but there's nothing there. I get everything in this level now. Down here, don't get trapped by the falling platform. Wait for this spring to turn around. These are going to be more prevalent later on, and a huge problem, by the way. I hate these things. Anyway, get saved here through the use of all of our moves. I really enjoyed this one, and this is the last Chao. I did it. And you know how well I did it? Extremely well. This is an S rank. Like, okay, first time clear is apparently good enough. I don't know. It's fine. So, because I didn't want to make this a 3.5 minute video, even with some editing out of awkward spots, what else do we do but go to Sidequests, because there are still some that I haven't finished, and for example this family here still needs my help. And so this is exactly what I'm going to do for the rest of the video, because even though I've already done quite a few things for them, like an entire half of Rooftop Run in hard mode, there is still more things to do. And here it tells me, by the way, to gather 100 rings, but it didn't tell me to gather 10 Chao, which is again weird. So we start with 20 rings already, which is nice because you need them to get going with the boost and such, and the game really wants you to boost here all the time. I did not miss the medal to the right, there is one here, but I was like, I'm probably not going to do this first try. I do remember that the rock obscures the laser blast of the robot, which is exactly the same as in the main level, so that's fun. But also something that I figure out here, which took me quite a bit of time to realize, admittedly, but it hasn't really been challenged that much. There is a bit of a cooldown for the sidestep, and this is why I ran into the bomb. Like, I knew it was to the left, like, didn't just deliberately go in its path, but here again, it's like, wait a second, can I not sidestep twice in quick succession? And you can't. There is, as I said, a bit of a cooldown. And it might be that it's different in Generations, which I've played more, or I'm just stupid. But anyway, I got hit too often, and I lost too many rings, so yep. And this can also happen, by the way. This was the next attempt, but I didn't have 100 rings anyway, so no big loss. So let's turn this over, start from the start. Now I know how the sidestep works, and now I'm also going to get the moon medal, so that's fine, and everything is dandelions like here. Okay, so I actually got it in a previous attempt, but now I have this in my muscle memory, so it's just this how I get it. Just accept it's fine. I don't need to show the first time collection. And yeah, here I actually run out of ring juice for a second, and this happened to me as well previously, so I was like, oh yeah, right, I have to repress the button, otherwise you run smack dab into the robot and feel really stupid. But I did it, and so I can continue here, no problem whatsoever. Here, now I realize, okay, get in there early, then sidestep out of the way, don't get fooled by that. And in general, now this is basically a semi-clean. I still get hit a few times, but you don't need every single ring in this stage, which I greatly appreciate. You see, I am just over 100, and I got hit twice, so that's fine. To clear this, this is generally better showing of how this final part could go with all the mines. Like, I'm getting better at it through practice with the side quests. If this was a full hard mode level, like stitched together from all of the side quests that make the hard mode changes, then I think I could do it eventually, but I still think that it is much less fun than the normal version that just lets you blast through. Like, it's missing the point in some way. But for a short, like less than 1 minute side quest, it's fine, right? It's allowed to be challenging, and only this single part, right? So, to progress with the side quest, we have to run around the world again, but that's fine. That's what the whole game is for. And I just want to point out that Gregorios is still talking about dark spirits, and I'm pretty sure I cut it out, but he is satisfied at night. So even if you go back to him at night, he's just like, no, it's fine, I like you now. It's like, okay, I think they just forgot to update the day dialogue. It's a bit sloppy, uncharacteristically sloppy, but whatever. So yeah, waiting until night here, and do I show it off? I do, never mind. Because, yeah, as I said, he's just fine with it, because I did finish his entire side quest chain. The game told me, right? So yeah, I should trust it. But yeah, back here at night, the flowers, the bouquet, very nice. And we learn more about his family, his relationship to his wife. It's all quite interesting little fluff moments, I feel like. And this is basically, in my opinion, the main reward for this side quest, because other than the few medals we get in the side quest levels and like the satisfaction of finishing the levels, we don't really get much for this. Except, again, for a job well done. Note, by the way, that he was just talking about a necklace. I usually skim these dialogues myself because I don't care for every single word being said. Like, I'm not a story gamer, as you might have known by this point. But I did notice that he told me about a necklace, and I was like, what necklace are you talking about? Did I trigger something wrong again, because we did have a sloppy dialogue before? But no, it's actually a hint, and it is well worth keeping in mind that he did say something about a necklace. So the game does reward paying attention a little bit, because she has dropped the necklace. And I did forget, in fact, that he had said that for a second, and I was like, okay, so like just gotta run through town, and I did for a minute until I realized, wait, he did say something about the necklace, right? So I just gotta talk to him again, and that's exactly the solution. So, minor puzzle, eventually you would figure it out, I'm pretty sure, just talking to people again that are obviously involved with this quest, but again, it pays off to pay attention, and I do like this small moment here. This part here is like, yeah, priceless ring, which happens, as we're going to find out, to be exactly the same kind of ring that the father of the family wanted, and so it's a little bit contrived, but it's all fine, it's good, it's a video game for children, so I'm not gonna criticize the writing too much. But yeah, we have done another part of this progress, of this side quest, and the children have vanished now, and we can, in fact, without having to reload everything, nice, right, when you don't have to do that, see that they have gathered here. Yep. And there is one final step for the quest, and he's right, that is the last thing that he's going to ask from us, at least to the best of my knowledge. Maybe he's going to come later. And also, by the way, it's really annoying trying to talk to one specific NPC sometimes, because, you know, the detection radius is generous, which is nice, unless there's two next to them that are overlapping. Anyway, the mom is up here for some reason, so I had to run around the city again. Which is fine, it's not that big, and the Werehog is pretty fast. I actually do prefer running around with the Werehog, because Sonic, the fastest way to go is like these small homing attacks, and it gets really annoying having him go yahoo all the time. And everything worked out in the end. And here's the happy family gathered up. And everybody's happy about what Sonic did, and I think that's just it. I don't know if there is any specific reward tied to this. Maybe I will have to still progress some further, but for now I was happy and satisfied with this. It's a nice little thing that takes quite a few steps just to get this family together where everybody's happy. And I hope so are you. Thank you very much for your attention.